Hi everyone, welcome to your practice. So this is a yin focused class, which means that we hold poses for 2 to 4 minutes, probably a little bit slower for this class because it's not a long class. If you don't have blocks at home, I will cue without any props. You can also grab something sturdy like books. If you want to use a bolster and you have one, I will cue with a bolster. If you don't have that, you can roll up a towel or a blanket or use a very large pillow. So if you want to pause this video and go grab your props, feel free to do so. As always, this is a trauma-informed class, which means that the options that I cue are simply options, and the goal is to listen to your body moment to moment and make choices that support you in your practice. So we're gonna start lying on the bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can just lie on your back. But if you have a pillow or anything that resembles a bolster, you bring the base of the spine to the bolster and just recline over. So the feet can be extended long. You could also bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. And then arms can be either overhead if you want a shoulder stretch. They can be by your sides, anywhere in your body that makes you feel comfortable, relaxed, supported. And just closing the eyes or softly gazing, just begin to settle into your practice. So noticing the body, the weight of the body against wherever you are reclined. Knowing that you can always choose one option and then change, taking another. If you take a shape with your body and you feel a no, a sense of no thank you from the body, feel free to move the body in any way, in any shape that feels right to you. Can start to wiggle the toes, bringing awareness to the feet. The soles of the feet, the tops of the feet. Noticing what feels light in the body as you begin to scan the body, or heavy. What feels relaxed at ease or perhaps tense. What parts of the body feel light or heavy, active or still. Knowing that there's no right or wrong, just being a compassionate observer of your body. If you want, you can bring the soles of the feet together. So the legs are in a diamond shape. This is going to begin to gently start to open the hips. But if you don't like that, that's totally fine to leave them extended or bent. If the soles of the feet are together, maybe pushing the feet together, noticing the sensations of the feet, just grounding in. Bringing your awareness up the legs. You can place your hands on your thighs, engaging in gentle self-touch so they can stay still. You can move the hands. You can swoop energy down the body with the hands if that feels right. These are just options. Move in a way that feels right or stay still. So maybe as you inhale, taking an inhale, and then exhale, pushing energy down into the ground, rooting into the earth. And then finding stillness. Bringing your hands, if it feels right, to the belly, to your core. The center of our body. Oftentimes we have a complicated relationship with this part of the body. So during your time today, perhaps just bringing awareness to how the body moves with the breath or the core supports you. So breathing in through the nose, into the chest, into the belly, allowing the belly to rise, the ribs to expand. And then as you exhale, releasing the belly and then the chest, allowing the body to relax. You can take an inhale through the nose, into the chest, into the belly. The belly can rise, maybe pausing at the top. And then as you exhale, releasing the belly, then the chest, relaxing, letting go. Taking another breath at your own pace. A full inhale and complete exhale. And then bringing the hands to the heart, bringing the right hand on top of the heart and then the left. And then maybe with each inhale, bringing something into the heart space that you need. This has been a week in the world of particular heaviness and grief. So maybe taking a moment to breathe in something that you need in your heart space, in your chest. Taking it energetically into the body. And then exhaling, allowing the body to release and to let go. Noticing the sensation of your heart as it's beating in your chest. And then you can bring the arms, if they aren't up and overhead, grab opposite hands. You can gently interlace the fingers and allow the arms to just hang, stretch. And then rock the head from side to side, just gentle movement. And then taking one more scan of the body from the tips of the toes to the top of the head. Just noticing what you notice. Maybe setting an intention for your time here on your mat or wherever you are, on the ground, at home. And then exhale, releasing the hands by the side, bringing the soles of the feet to the earth. So from here, we're going to move on our side. So just a reminder in yin poses to move slowly, not only for our tissues, but also to preserve a sense of peace in our mind. So I'm going to show you 3 options just in case you don't have props. So you can start by laying, I'm demonstrating on the left, but start on your right side, and your head can be on the arm here. If you want more intensity, bringing a block under the side of the body, and then your head can rest on your hand, or you could even bring the head down if you don't have any problems in the neck. You could bring the block on a lower setting, or if you have your blanket or something similar, bolster, bringing that under the arm. It's a little softer on the body. And then bringing your left hand, I know I'm showing you with my right, but just so you can see from my front side first, can be up and overhead, it can be by your side. If you want more in the hips, you can take the left leg, this is my right, but bringing it behind you, finding a stretch here. You can bring the opposite foot to pull the hip down. So just breathing here, allowing the side of the body to open. You can move the arm if you want more dynamic movement. You can make circles with the arm. You can rest on your side. You can always bend the arm if it's too much to have it straight. So exploring your options and then finding a way to make a shape with your body where maybe you feel a stretch if that's what you're needing. Taking in something that you need with the breath into the body or mind, into any points of tension. And then as you exhale, allowing the body to release, to let go. And then on your next exhale, pressing your hand onto the floor or your bolster, gently just rolling to the other side. So as gently as you can, moving to your left side. I'm going to be on my right. So my arm is extended long. I can rest my head, can bend the arm or use a prop if it's too much. The top leg can come behind me for more of a hip stretch. And then the left arm can reach up and overhead. You can make circles if that feels better, or hand can rest on your side. Breathing in space to the right side of your body. Taking the inhale into a part of your body where you might feel you need the support of the breath. And then as you exhale, letting go and allowing the body to soften. Just remembering that you don't have to let go of anything that you don't want. These are just options. And if you find yourself holding on, maybe using your curiosity to explore the holding on, the gripping, without judgment, with compassion. And exhaling, hand on your side if it's not there already. And then coming to the bolster, we're gonna roll on our stomachs. So you could do this lying completely on the stomach, but if you're on your bolster or prop, your armpits are gonna come over the top of the bolster. And then from here, you can have a block if you want it as a support for the head. We're gonna thread the right arm under the left. So from here, I could bring my head to the block and bend my left arm, or I could extend the left arm long. I could even bring my head all the way down. So those are all options. You're gonna feel the stretch in the side or the outside of the arm through the front delt all the way through maybe the forearm and the shoulder, wherever you notice a stretch. Breathing space to the body, allowing for release. Maybe bringing something in through the inhale that you need in this moment. And allowing the body just to soften with the exhale. And then placing the left hand down, unthreading the right arm. We're just gonna switch sides. So left arm is gonna come through. And again, you might have heard the pop of my shoulder. You can bring your head down, or it can come to the floor. You could just be completely on your stomach. You might see my arm a little different. I'm trying not to block my audio so you can hear me. Allowing yourself one more cycle of breath here. And then pushing through the right hand, unthreading the left arm. Taking a moment just to lie, to relax on your stomach. Your head can come on top of the hands. And then we're going to push ourselves up. We're going to come into child's pose. So you can have the knees together if you want more in the low back, and extending the arms forward either on a prop or to the floor. If you want more in the hips, the big toes can touch, the knees come wide. And then from here, I can reach my hands forward and just relax. I could bring the hands behind the head to get more into the shoulders. If you want to use a prop, you could use your blocks. Bringing the elbows on top of the blocks. And then allowing your head to come through. You could use your elbows in the same way on your bolster or just on the ground. So finding your option, what works for you. Breathing space to the shoulders, to the hips, maybe to the groin. Knowing that you can come in and out dynamically at any time if you don't feel right holding or if it feels too much. Allowing your breath to create space, to calm the mind. And if it's ever too overwhelming, to focus on the breath, finding something in your space that allows you to center, to ground. Or using your awareness to notice the breath. Taking one more cycle of breath here, full inhale and exhale. And then bringing yourself gently up. And then from here, you're going to place, you don't have to use a block, but you can place a block to each side of your mat, coming to lay on your stomach. So you can also lay on a bolster if you don't want to lay flat on your stomach. So coming on your stomach, as you come to lay on your stomach, you're going to bring your right knee up to the block, or if you want it on the floor, and then you're going to come down onto your stomach, resting your head here. You can move the foot up and down. You can extend it out and in if you want more movement. Breathing in space to the right hip, the glute, wherever you notice the stretch. And allowing yourself one more cycle of breath for this side. Full, complete inhale. Full, complete exhale. And then gently bringing the right foot back. This time the left knee is going to come up on the block, or it can be on the floor. Finding your stretch. Same options to move the foot up and down, or kick the foot out if that feels good. Or you can just rest. Allowing the breath to bring space to the left hip and glute. Allowing yourself one more cycle of breath here. And then extending the left leg long, lying on your stomach for just a moment. And when you're ready, pushing yourself as slowly as you can. Maybe the head can stay heavy. Coming to seated. For this, you don't need any props. If you want to use something to support your head, you can grab a bolster if you have a long enough bolster to do so. So we're going to come seated. And from here, we're going to extend the left leg long if you don't have enough room to do both knee. I'll show you both. So bringing the right leg over the left, I can hinge from my hips and find the stretch here. If you want to rest your head, you can place it on a bolster. Not necessary. So from here, I can find the stretch. If you can bend both knees, coming into full shoelace, as they call it in yin. So I'm going to find myself here, and then you'll feel the stretch right in that outer and front hip. So breathing in, and if it feels good to do so, if you have a lot more mobility or flexibility, you can come down to forearms. You can just come forward. So finding where you feel the stretch. Breathing in space, honoring your body. If you want something different, you can find a twist. Be gentle with your lower back if you're going to find the twist. It's just a different version. Taking full inhales and exhales. And I know I'm showing you with both knees bent, but your left leg can be long. If it becomes too much like this, you can switch into that option. Taking one more cycle of breath for this side, full and complete inhale, into the hip, into the glute, wherever you notice sensation, and full complete exhale. Gently as you can, walking yourself up, extending the legs in front of you, maybe shaking them out. You can rock the knees from side to side. And then we're just gonna do the other side. So same options, right leg can be extended long, just bringing the left leg over. If your left leg only comes over this much, totally fine. So you're just finding what your body can do and what feels right for you. If you wanna bend both legs and you are able to, feel free to take any option that serves your body as long as you're not hurting your body and honoring the cues from your body. So from here, you can walk the hands forward if that feels okay to do so. Come down to forearms. Allowing yourself to breathe here. Noticing the sensations maybe in the left hip and glute. And rather than gripping, can you breathe in, using the inhale to create space energetically, mentally, physically. And as you exhale, allowing for release, letting go. Remembering you don't have to let go of anything that you want to hang on to, but maybe being curious about what part of the body can just relax and soften as you exhale. Using your breath, calming the mind. As the mind starts to wander, as it does, gently noticing the distracting thought or feeling, maybe giving it a second to honor it, and then allowing it to just pass by. And taking one more cycle of complete breath here. Gently walking the hands up. Same options. And then when you're ready, grabbing your blocks if you have them. You can use anything equivalent, something sturdy. You can use 2 rolled up towels, a towel and a blanket if you want a more soft version of this. So lining your props up so they're parallel. You're just gonna bring the top of the shoulders to either your towel, blanket, bolster, block, whatever you got. And then allow the head to come down and rest on the support for the head. Again, the knees can be bent or extended long. And then arms can be up and overhead for more of a shoulder stretch, or they can be by your sides or on your body. You could even bring them out wide, opening the chest. So if you're really tight here in the chest muscles like I am today, it might be a little much to do this, so maybe bringing the arms up and overhead. Maybe closing your eyes or softly gazing. You can move between your options, just noticing what your body needs. Taking one more full inhale here, bending the knees, placing the soles of the feet on the earth if they're not already. Arms can come by your sides. You're going to push with your forearms, gently lead with the chest to lift the head, remove the props. Just come to lie on your back. Final resting pose, whatever that is for you. So finding a way to get comfortable lying on your back. So hands can be on your body or by your sides or anywhere that feels comfortable. Allowing the body to rest and the mind to rest. Softening the creases around the eyes and the jaw. Maybe gently massaging the jaw to release. You can bring the arms up and overhead for a final stretch. And as you exhale through the mouth, letting everything go. One more time, inhaling, bringing the arms up and overhead. And then exhaling through the mouth as the arms come down. Allowing the weight of gravity to pull you further in your space of relaxation. I invite you to stay as you are as long as you need. The time is yours. Sometimes Shavasana is the most important part of our practice. So when you do decide to have movement, bringing slow movements to the body, moving slowly into a seated posture when you do. The chin can slightly bow, eyes can remain closed. In a world of heaviness, of darkness and light, today I wish for you to notice and honor both. Knowing that the sun will rise and darkness will set. That sadness will come and happiness will enter. We are in a world of both and, not either or. And as we make friends with this idea, as we notice what is inside of ourselves, outside of ourselves, maybe we can begin to find a different type of healing or compassion for others and ourselves. And for a moment, find peace. I humbly bow to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me in your practice. Namaste. See you next time. Have a good week.